Hey everybody, Brickette here showing how to get all 11 farmer characters or disguises in LEGO City Undercover. First I'll show you all the farmer disguises or characters in the order on the grid. Then I'll show how to get each character token. Column 1 has 2 Chase McCains, one for each player. On the Wii U, the second character is Farmer Bales. He looks the same as the second Chase farmer disguise in the remastered version. The third farmer in the first column is Jethro Hayes. Farmer number 4 is Farm Worker Bob. Farmer number 5 in column 2, row 1 is Farm Worker Bill. Farmer number 6 is Rooster. Farmer number 7 is Squirrel McTavish. Farmer number 8 is Patty Hayes. Farmer number 9 is Troublemaker Phil at the top of the third column. Farmer number 10 is Troublemaker Tom, second one down in the third column. And the last farmer, number 11, is Troublemaker Tim. And then there's a space to create a custom farmer character or disguise. I used the random feature and then changed his hat. The timestamps of all the characters or disguises in this video are listed in the description in the order of this video. You can also find them this way. During Chapter 9 of the story, Bringing Home the Bacon, we get the first 2 farmer disguises, a Chase McCain for each player. We can get Farmer Bales on the Wii U, or Ezra Baxter in King's Court, starting on the left side of the building and going up and over to the middle. On the Wii U, Farmer Bales is farmer number 2 instead of the second Chase McCain. We get Farmer Bales the same way we get Ezra Baxter in the remastered version. The character token is on top of this building. We'll at least need the farmer disguise. So cute. I have to be careful around these corners. It's so easy to fall. I changed to the jetpack here so I have a chance of recovering if I fall. That's fun to do. Here's another corner I fall from sometimes when I'm going too fast. This drives me crazy. It's right behind the silver statue. We get Farmer Bales on the Wii U. I started on the left side of this building and the token was over here. Farmer Bales is only on the Wii U and costs 20,000 studs. We get Jethro Hayes, farmer number 3, after we return all 22 pigs. And that's the last pig returned. And we get Jethro Hayes, farmer number 3.
Whoa! Is there anything you can't do, Chase? Congratulations!
There's a link to my video on this in the description, or you can search for all 22 pigs caught and returned, Brickette, to find it. Jethro Hayes cost 40,000 studs. Farm worker Bob, the fourth farmer on the grid, is on top of the pavilion in Fort Meadows. Here's one way to get there from the Fort Meadows train station. That's where the pavilion is. You'll need a farmer to get up there. You could probably get up there with the jetpack, but it might be easier with the farmer. Farm worker Bob cost 20,000 studs. This next character token, Farm Worker Bill, is easy if you have the jetpack. But if you don't, you can still get up there if you have the farmer. I tried it with a mere mortal, but I couldn't jump between the last two rooftops without the chicken glide. To get on top of the cabins with a farmer, go to the last cabin on the right. I kept falling right here because it doesn't lock onto that twirl pole like in other places. Like right there. I had to use the chicken glide here. And here. But don't hit the right button in the circle or it'll lead you to the right. Farm Worker Bill cost 20,000 studs. Now I'm going to go get Rooster. The Rooster character token is under the bridge. You'll need the jetpack for this. You get the jetpack in Chapter 13 of the story. Here's where the Rooster token is on the map. Rooster is a farmer and costs 10,000 studs. We get farmer number 7, Squirrel McTavish, after we water all the flower boxes. And that's the last flower box watered. And we get Squirrel McTavish, column 2, row 3. And we get the Focused Farmer trophy or achievement if we get all the pigs too.
That's another job checked off the list, Chase. Well done.
There's a link to my video on this in the description, or you can search for all 20 flowers watered Brickette to find it. Squirrel McTavish cost 20,000 studs.
I wonder what he meant. I better get moving.
Now I'm going for Patty Hayes. Her character token is in Crescent Park in the treehouse.
What's shaking?
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey!
We'll need the jetpack for this, unless you know of another way.
I must get to the shops by 4. What shall I have for lunch?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, a small super brick. We'll need the fire axe for this door. You can conquer the district up here and get a small super brick. Patty Hayes is a farmer and costs 30,000 studs. Now I'm going to get Troublemaker Phil. We get his character token in Cherry Tree Hills by painting 3 trees green around this building.
My boss will be livid if I'm late again.
I'll need a green color swapper for the trees. There's one of the trees. There's a green color swapper behind the next building, in case you don't have the super color gun red brick yet. There's a link in the description to my video of the 5 most useful collectibles that shows how to get the super color gun red brick. You can either aim and shoot, or just shoot from the hip. Troublemaker Phil is a farmer and costs 3,000 studs. We get Troublemaker Tom's character token in Paradise Sands. For Troublemaker Tom, we need a brown color swapper, which is right here, or the super color gun red brick, which I highly recommend getting before getting some of the character tokens in this district, which require you to go to 4 different color swappers. Here's one of 3 palm tree trunks that need to be colored brown. There are also 4 bushes that need to be colored different colors for the hula dancer. I love doing that. And here's the 3rd palm tree. The token is over by the pig cannon.
Hi there.
Troublemaker Tom is a farmer and costs 3,000 studs. We get Troublemaker Tim on Lady Liberty Island. We can get there from downtown inside this area. There's the bridge behind me. For the Troublemaker Tim character token, we need to color 4 trees brown. Here's the brown color swapper for the trees. Please check out my Lego City Undercover playlist for all the videos I've made on this game. You can find that playlist on the home tab of my YouTube channel. Also, I'll add a card that will pop up in the top right corner of this video if you have annotations turned on. And there's a link in the descriptions of all my Lego City Undercover videos. Also in that playlist are all the red bricks, super builds, vehicles, land and air, tips on 100%ing, and city challenges. I made a separate playlist for each of those categories. They're also on my YouTube homepage. I'll be making more videos for Lego City, other Lego games, and other family-friendly games. For other games for teens and up, like the Batman Arkham Trilogy, Spider-Man, and Star Wars, I have another channel called Brickette Unhinged. There's a link at the bottom of my home tab for that.
Hello there.
There's the fourth treat.
Hey.
There's the token for Troublemaker Tim. Just for reference, here's where we came in. Troublemaker Tim is a farmer and costs 3,000 studs.
What's up?
Thanks to JCH and Nick for requesting this video, and a shout out to Nice Screwish Guy and his son. Also, I'd like to thank all of you for watching, liking, subscribing, and all your wonderful comments. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.